right now you're watching Quest for Q, and you're here with your boy Q, and right now we're in Ybor City, historic Ybor City. You're getting ready to check out some great foods, great art, great music, and everything. Come on the Quest with me. Come on, check us out. Historic Ybor City is known for its high-quality hand-rolled cigars, so I decided to go and investigate. So I went and stopped by Long Ash Cigars to speak to Mike.
So Mike, how did you come up with the name Long Ash Cigars?
I guess the kind of inspiration behind that is because anybody who's a true cigar smoker, connoisseur, or aficionado I should say, knows that if your cigar can hold a long ash, it's a sign of a well-rolled cigar. So it's kind of catchy, you can play off words with it, and it actually makes sense in the industry as well. So our specialty here at Long Ash is hand-rolled cigars. So I have about 6 rollers in total to make all of our cigars. We have a lot of different blends for hopefully carry something that everybody can come and find something that they like. And we carry leaves from, we have a Cameroon leaf from Africa, we have leaves from the Dominican, Honduras, Nicaragua. So we get our leaves from everywhere in the world, and we blend them here ourselves, hand rolled in Ybor City ourselves as well. But the quality is in the taste itself, the cigar itself, the way it burns. If it burns, evenly, well distributed, it's not running at all. It stays lit. Those are going to be some signs of a well-made cigar. The thing that sets Long Ash apart in my mind is our actual venue. Our place here, our unit, is more of a lounge setting rather than some of the other cigar shops here have a different take on cigars. Our cigars themselves are going to be our own home blends, which is almost like a recipe for cigars. So it's something that you would keep to yourself, and you mix and match, and we deal with our rollers and coming up with our own blends. So it's a group effort. And just again, the atmosphere. We have more of a lounge. We also speak English and Spanish, which a lot of places do not. They speak one or the other. So we can kind of relate to anybody, make anybody feel comfortable that walked in the front door. We try to keep our cigars pretty moderately priced. The reason being is tobacco in general is not something that's too expensive, and we also want anybody to come in and be able to grab a cigar and not spend all the money in their pocket. We have, again, homemade cigars, so we have our cigars priced between $4 and $10.
I hear y'all have like really good coffee shots and espresso shots. Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, we're pretty well known for our coffee. We have café con leche, and we also have espresso or Cuban coffee. Most of the people that come in are a lot of Ybor City locals or employees that work here in Ybor City. They come in every day, all the time, and get their little boost for their shift for the rest of their day to finish out strong.
So Mike, what is the difference between a $2 cigar and a $35 cigar?
Okay, the difference between a $2 cigar and a $35 cigar would be the quality in the tobacco and the age of the tobacco, generally speaking. A $2 cigar that you would find maybe at, let's say, a gas station is going to be machine made, for one. It's going to be chopped tobacco, so that's going to be the leftover tobacco that's chopped up to make a less expensive cigar. Something that's $35, which is definitely at the top of the range, would be something that has been aged for years, maybe 10, 20 years. It's a long filler, which means it's a full leaf, it's hand rolled. So it's the craftsmanship in the cigar itself, as far as being hand rolled, and it's also the quality of the tobacco and the age of the tobacco. We use between 5 and 7 leaves total. Sometimes we'll put 3 to 4 leaves in the filler, which is the inside of the cigar. We'll use a binder leaf to hold the filler together, and then the wrap leaf is what would go over the top to make it, which is more aesthetically pleasing, and it also holds the cigar together.
So Mike, have you noticed an increase of female smoking cigars lately?
Yes, I have seen a growth in women smoking cigars. Back when cigars have been around for hundreds of years, but before the 50s they were very popular, and then the emergence of cigarettes came out. Cigarettes were very popular, they were marketed in the media a lot, and so people kind of veered away from cigars and more toward cigarette smoking. Now, within the last, I would say, 10 to 15 years, even before that, people started understanding that cigarettes are not the most healthy thing for you. And they started weaning themselves off cigarettes, and more people now are smoking cigars again, and that's youth, women, and the older gentlemen as well. And I think that's a combination of almost like a prestige kind of feel. Like when people smoked in the 20s, they look back and it's kind of a status symbol in a lot of ways. Plus, a lot of people are more health conscious these days, and they want to do things that are less detrimental to their body. Cigars are all natural, they have no additives. It's just a natural leaf, and you don't even inhale. So it's much more healthy for you than smoking a cigarette. So I think that's why you've seen a lot more youth, women, and all types of demographic and genres smoking more cigars as of late.
What would you like people to feel when they come into your establishment?
We have a lounge type atmosphere, comfortable seating. We have TVs that you can see from every seat in the house. Great coffee, café con leche and espresso. Come and enjoy one of our handmade cigars and relax. I think that's what cigar smoking is all about. It's more of a mindset just to sit down and smoke and just relax and kind of take your mind off any worries you may have. Come meet me, myself, Mike, or Sandra. We'll be here to take care of you and anything that you would need.
So Mike, thank you for inviting us to your establishment. I really enjoyed myself. This is on Ash Cigars. You better be here. This place is beautiful.
Estoy en Ybor City y estás viendo Extremo Real TV.
When it comes to spinning beef, DJ Knox is one of the best. Let's go and find out how he does it.
Watching Royalxtreme TV with DJ Knox the MD. Let's get it.
Man, it's good to see you. It's really good to see you.
Good to see you too, sir.
It's an honor to be in front of the guy himself, Mr. Knox himself.
Where the shows, man.
What inspired DJ Knox? Where that name come from?
The name came from actually my last name, Knox. People were like, you should use that in your DJ name. And I was like, you know what? Why not? So that's how I got my name.
So tell her, how long have you been doing this?
I've been DJing for about 10 years now. So the first 5 or 6 years just in the bedroom, just being a bedroom DJ. Then when I got to college, naturally you do more shows because you know more people and you're out. I don't know, I used to listen to the radio all the time, and at 5 o'clock they used to have the mix, and I just thought I just thought that was the coolest thing ever, just to hear the DJs go off, and I was like, I want to do this. So I saved up enough money and got it.
What were your influences?
Nationwide and international, I like Z-Trip, Jazzy Jeff. I like a couple EDM artists. I like Calvin Harris.
What were your inspirations?
I don't know. I used to listen to the radio all the time, and at 5 o'clock they used to have the mix, and I just thought I just thought that was the coolest thing ever, just to hear the DJs go off, and I was like, I want to do this. So.
Who would you like to work with, like future-wise?
Personally, I like hip hop. That's what I really like to delve into on the music side. So people like Big Crit, Currency, who else? J. Cole, Kendrick, all those people I would love to work with. So,
what is it like when you see people moving and dancing to your music?
Man, it's just the pure energy of people having fun, and I'm doing what I love to do. So I mean, that mixed with the alcohol, it's just like, yo, it's just a party, bro. Like, let's have a party. Let's keep it going.
So you're a true free spirit, man.
Yeah, man.
True free spirit. Is there anything else you would like to add?
You can catch me on Facebook.com/DJ Knox the MD official. DJ KNOXTHEMD official, spelled regularly. And SoundCloud.com/DJ Knox the MD.
We're on our way to meet with an underground photographer that goes by the name of Anthony. Photography is art. Done right, it's just good. Catch up. How are you doing today?
I've been pretty good. I've just been out and about in Ybor, stopping people, taking pictures for my blog. I'm working with a couple local artists shooting music videos. I'm actually doing a lot of studio recordings, like behind the scenes type stuff, doing a lot of live shows. That's really what I have going on for this month. It's been pretty busy. I shot a couple lookbooks actually last week for a local brand. So my plate's been full. I'm very happy though.
So, who would you say you enjoy working with most in this local entertainment industry?
I've had the most fun working with Samurai Shotgun and just their lead singer, Prince Golden. Mainly because they're one of the groups that got me into their circle of, musicians and other local artists to kind of, make my presence known. And I've been shooting their live footage probably for the past year or so. I've done a couple of personal music videos for Prince Golden himself. I'm actually working on one right now. Yeah, those guys are my friends, very good friends, and I have the most fun with them. I enjoy shooting for them any day, anytime.
What projects do you have coming up?
Just to continue making my face known along the venues. See if I can work my way up as maybe a staff photographer for live events. I've gotten a couple of good relationships with the Crowbar, and I'm working on getting a spot over at the Ritz for when they host their concerts.
You have good material. I've seen your work. You have good material. So
you're watching Royalxtreme TV.
As the sun goes down in Ybor City, the most strange and extreme things happen. So let's go and check it out. Let's get strange and extreme. I caught up to the closest thing to a circus freak sideshow, the Ybor City Snake Man.
what is the name that you go by here in Ybor City?
I'm known as the Snake Man or the Ybor City Snake Guy. I actually own an animal rescue. It's called Sex Wax Studios Reptile Rescue. It's on Facebook. Same thing, Sex Wax Studios Reptile Rescue. Here's my card right here. Basically what I do is I come down here on the weekends and I raise donations for my reptiles. I have over 25 of them total. It's very, very expensive in order to feed them and stuff. So I come down here and I raise awareness, educate people about the reptiles in general, and collect donations for my pictures that I take of people. I let people hold my reptiles if they so desire, and I collect donations for the pictures that I take of them. I use all the donations in order to feed and take care of all the reptiles at my rescue. It costs several $100s a week in order for me to feed all the animals at my rescue, and that's not including the electricity for their heaters and everything else. Stuff to clean their cages with, and bedding and everything. All the rest of the supplies you need in order to properly take care of them.
So, what's your favorite snake?
My favorite one would be the Borneo bat eater that I have at home. He's about 13.5 feet long. It's a Burmese bred to a retic. It's one of each species. For example, this one here is a Burmese. This is an albino granite Burmese. Her name is Tetris, about 2 years old. This one here is a hypo salmon, red-tailed boa.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this here for about 7 years. Reptiles in general for about 7 years. Here in Ybor, I've been doing this for just about 4.
So Silas, what does it take to really maintain keeping these snakes in good condition?
Snakes are very easy to take care of. There's 3 main things. First off, you make sure that they have the proper environment in order to thrive. Handle them on a daily basis, and feed them on a regular schedule. All the ones that I bring out in public, I feed them all once a week. And it's to ensure the fact that they're happy and healthy when I bring them out here, and they're not worried about being hungry or getting fed. A snake can actually live about a year. They can go a year without eating, but after about 4 or 5 months, they start to get a little aggressive and ornery, hungry, looking for food.
Around what age did you become infatuated with these beautiful reptiles?
It was, I'd say about 30 years old. I'm 37 now. About 30 years old, I got a snake from one of my friends. It happened to be a Burmese, like one of these, but it was about twice the size. It's about 12.5 feet long. His ex-girlfriend's parents had it, and they got it from somebody who ended up getting incarcerated. So they took it from him and was taking care of it, and they really didn't know what to do with it, so they didn't really want to take care of it anymore. So my best friend, the same person that I got my service dog from, just called me up one day, and my friend Dan, and he was like, so would you like a snake? And I'm okay. So I started taking care of it. I had it for about 2.5 years. And one day I just came out here into Ybor City, just really basically for just attention. I mean, I came out here just to walk around with it, and actually right here at the SunTrust Bank, on the back of the bank, I ran into somebody while I was walking around, and they were like, "I'll give you $30 if you take me over there to the other side of the bank and just take pictures with my camera phone." I'm like,
Nice.
wow, I can actually do something and do some good.
So, would you say these snakes are really good for therapy?
Yes, they actually snakes have been licensed as service or therapy animals. They actually have been able to use them as therapy animals for people with like PTSD or other things like that.
Can I hold your snake?
Hey, which one?
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, this is a beautiful animal. I think this one ain't my baby.
She's got the granite pattern here, as you can see. It's a pretty different pattern. It's not your normal pattern for a Burmese.
I'm sorry, but Silas, this is really a beautiful animal.
Would you like to hold the other one now?
Sure.
Here, let me see this.
I can.
Let me see this one.
Aw.
Now I'll show you the other one.
Ooh. I don't know, something about brown just scares me.
This one here, her name is Ancilia. She's an albino salmon morph. If you can see right here, you can see on her belly. Wow. Here, see on her belly, it's got the beautiful salmon pattern. She's a little bit heavier. She's about 45, 50 pounds. You can feel the weight difference.
Yes, this is a powerful, powerful, beautiful animal. Britney Spears ain't got nothing on this right here. Just sexy. Oh man, it's actually very calming and relaxing. So it was like being in tune with Mother Nature itself.
I actually have two of them that are like this at home. I have this one, and the other one is named Satan because he's not very nice. I can't hold him like this because he's rather aggressive.
Oh wow, you can actually, if you look, when I look to the side, I see green and blue flakes inside.
Iridescent. It's a rainbow pattern.
That's pretty cool.
Boas iridescent like that.
And we think that they're brown, but it's almost like they're prisms.
Yeah, rainbow.
Yeah, reflections of they're absorbing the sunlight, and wow, we may see brown, but they're probably not even brown for all we know. I wish you could see this. I wish you could see what I see. Like, it's really lighting up like it's like electric, but it's just nature itself is beautiful. Oh, I feel like the nerd in me is just like kicked in.
Yeah, like I said, that's
wow.
the reason why they call it Rainbow Colombian, because all boas iridescent like this.
Silas, I heard that you do a lot with the animal rescue. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
I basically run my rescue, and I rescue them from people who don't have their licenses. In order to have these, it's a Class B felony in order to have one of these snakes and get caught with it by Fish and Wildlife. So I provide a home for the reptiles that I have, so they don't get killed and stuff like that.
Would you say that there's a lot of neglect when it comes down to exotic animals like this in an area that's so tropic, like Tampa, Florida?
Well, basically, in the state of Florida, there isn't very many people who are licensed with a Class 3 license in order to have conditional species, which is basically what this is. I do have my license with me. This is my license. This is a state license from the state of Florida, from Florida Fish and Wildlife. I have to wear it out here when I'm out here working with my reptiles. There isn't a lot of people who have their licenses. I'm actually on an adopter list in order to be able to adopt them from Fish and Wildlife.
So Silas, when you're not taking care of these beautiful animals, tell me about some of the other projects you're involved in.
Well, I also do educational programs. I do children's birthday parties, any kind of educational program, symposiums. It's basically a 2-hour symposium. I teach people about the native snakes that are native in Florida, poisonous ones, which ones to look out for. The last half hour of the 2-hour symposium, I take about 300 to 500 pictures and I put them on a DVD for the customer when they're done. I basically do this. This is my passion and this is my life. I do this, and then I run my photo and recording studio, Fire It Up 727. You can look it up on www.fireitup727.com.
I'm your host Q, and today, Royalxtreme TV, nighttime. Gonna see something that you ain't never seen before. We got your boy Snake Man himself getting ready to show you a trick that only Ybor City Snake Man can do himself here. Nah, that was amazing. But do you want to see a trick that's twice as cool?
It's called the lover's kiss.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
Thanks for watching Quest for Q. We have many more to come. I hope you enjoy the show because it's gonna be crazier. Join us next time.
Hold on. Put it in. Get in. You know what I mean.
Nah, sad. Oh.
That is incredible.
I'm freestyling right off the brain berry.
You want to see a trick that's twice as cool? A circus sideshow trick on the air in Tampa, Ybor City.
Hey, right now you're here with Q, and we're...
Royalxtreme. Take a picture and last on it.